Hello everyone, it's 9:45. I'm TK and this is Coach on the Rocks. Lovely to see you and it's great that you've tuned in. Give me a wave if you're here. Let me know where is your Sky office located and I do hope you had a great weekend. So today I wanted to talk about an interesting article I've read, an interesting interview. I've linked I think her name is Christine, difficult last name, so I'm not going to pronounce it. But essentially, the person said that many of the younger Gen Z employees, what they're doing is they really want to develop their entrepreneurship, but they're also seeking a safety net. So they take a full-time job to make sure they pay the bills, but then again, they spend their time thinking and slowly developing their wonderful entrepreneurial venture, which sounds like a wonderful thing. But there's challenges. So let me tell you about my journey, my experiences, and why I think we should be on the lookout for that particular thing. First of all, I've been in this situation. I'm a bit older, but still had the same idea. First of all, maybe not exactly like that, but I was a permanent employee, and I thought it would be a good idea if I became a consultant. So I started thinking about that, trying to gather my clients. I don't only work for this one particular company, but for other companies to be independent. Didn't work out. I've been a contractor and I wanted to start my own business. Didn't work out for the same reason that I'm going to talk about. It actually did work out in the end when they sacked me in the right moment and everything worked together. And here's Humble Associates. But the problem I had, and I think many people have as I'm talking to them, is the fact that it's really hard to unplug and remove the safety net once you have it. Right? The safety net is there, it makes you feel safe and secure. It's a challenge if you actually decide to say, no, I want it, enough is enough, unplugging it and going straight in. Not what we're designed to do as humans, not at all. Absolutely, it's very hard to do, and many people struggle. Many people will struggle, and if you're thinking about that, you don't know how much it hurts and how against your nature you will work. But I think there's another problem, especially for people working in the people teams. If they work with people like that, for leaders, and I spoke about it quite some time ago, which is how organizations are built on mistrust and how this ruins trust, right? Not many people go into work and say, hey, I'm only taking this to pay the bills, unless you work at, a company that's designed for like short-term work, like McDonald's, organizations like that, which, it's okay if, you have other ambitions. Absolutely, that's what they're designed for. Many people are just like secretive about it, don't tell anyone that they're developing this new thing and maybe taking their organizations for a ride. Because as a leader, as a person in the people team, as an L&D person, you want to develop your employees, invest in them. And what if your employees are just there to do the minimum possible effort to phone it in, as they say, just because they want to develop their own entrepreneurial thing? I mean, that's a huge shame if that's the case. It erodes trust, and then people like myself every morning come in and say, well, organizations are built on mistrust. It is what it is, right? It's interesting to observe that, and I think as a leader, it's just important to have this conversation with your employee to understand what they're looking for, because maybe they're just looking for a safety net. It's probably it will be difficult for me to hear, and yet I've seen it. I haven't heard it. I've had employees like that. Well, one. A difficult one as a leader, as a member of the people team. What is it that you should do? What is it that should you confront the employee about that? So you just say, hey, that's what's happening. Um, should you? Well, I guess an honest conversation will happen. I was still a new leader when that happened to me. I didn't know really what to do, and this person left before I had to do anything, I guess. Thankfully, not because of me. They gave me some decent feedback, so at least that's that. But yeah, it wasn't easy at all. And I think now what I would have done is just said, hey, I'm observing this and this happening. Um, what's your aim? What do you want to get out of working here? Just pay the bills? It's fine if it is so. I'll make sure that you have a decent experience. Because I want you to be valuable to the organization, but the organization to serve you too. And it should be reciprocity, but also equal. So I will make sure it is both ways. And it sounded like a threat, didn't it? But I wouldn't threat the person. It's not about that. It's just like making sure that's the case. Still, I think sadly, what would happen is they probably wouldn't stay that long in any of my teams because, no, well, that's not what I'm looking for, and it's probably not what they would be looking for. But I would still help them to find a place because I think this is my responsibility as a leader to help people and care for them. Difficult one, isn't it? Maybe not the right difficulty level for Monday, but still something. I wish you all the best for the rest of the week. Maybe not such difficult cases. And hopefully you'll visit me again tomorrow for the next Coach on the Rocks. I think I'll be in tomorrow, yes. There's some morning meetings I have with clients, but I'm hoping that I'll find the time to speak to you. Bye-bye.